my God, you look nuts, Kelly.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly and I'm in prep right now for my third competition season. I am so excited. I wanted to catch you guys up on everything, but I decided to do it outside, show off this great weather. It's so nice. It's been raining. Now the sun is out. Spring is in full force. So I said, you know what? Why not do some catching up outside? So I'll be perfectly honest, I haven't necessarily done the best job documenting this prep. I think that because I've been so locked in, and when I'm at the gym, I just want to get in and out. And also, sometimes when I'm at the gym, it's just really busy. So trying to figure out where to set up a tripod, not get other people in the background, that gets really difficult. So I'm just in and out the gym. So as of today, I am 6 weeks out from my first competition of the season. I am so excited. Things are going really well. And I rewatched my first video, and I think I said a couple times, like, that prep was really difficult. And so as much as I tried to implement the Mamba mentality, I don't think that I gave 110%, but that's a lot different this time around. And I think the reason for that is my coach and I were just very transparent with each other. The communication is going really well. So anything going on in my life or anything training wise, we're just very open with the communication, and I think that has helped me immensely, because we get into these moments, right, where we eat something or we did something, we don't tell our coach about it, and they can't necessarily make proper adjustments if we don't tell them. So I have just been as transparent as possible and keeping the lines of communication open, and I think that's going really well. So other than just staying locked in, there are some changes with this prep. We are now doing a meal plan. Started off doing macros, but of course, when you get to like 7-ish weeks out, it just gets a little bit tricky. So I am now on a meal plan, which is working out really well. It's one less thing that I have to think about. I am eating more food after my coach saw me in person, which was really good. I am training online, but I was able to see her in person. So she was like, yeah, I think I need to give you more food, which I'm very thankful for, especially on leg day. We're still doing some carb cycling, but yeah, I'm loving having more food in my program right now, but I know that's going to change as we get closer to show. So that has changed, and also my mindset as well. I think that I'm going all in, I'm fully focused, and I know that, like, in my last video, there were a couple times where I was like, oh yeah, that prep was kind of difficult for me. I think in the past, I just wanted to have like a work-life social balance, and I think sometimes you just have to make some sacrifices. You have to say no sometimes to social events. And I know for me, one thing that I've had to switch up is not covering the Clippers, which has been really hard. They are doing it so well right now, but unfortunately, I had realized that recovery is just as important, and working early morning hours, being at the games late at night, that just wasn't going to lead to success, because recovery is so important as prep as well. So other than like your nutrition and your workouts, recovery is important. And also my coach is really good at adding foam rolling and stretching into my routine. I actually went to hot yoga last night and it went really, really well. My body needed it. And so I'm just glad that that's something that's part of my program too. My mind shift has changed, and I think one thing that's helping me stay disciplined is just seeing the results. So here is my first check-in when I started this prep, and this was my last check-in. So seeing the results, I've never seen my physique look like this before. That is definitely something that has helped keep me motivated, and I'm just really excited. So other than staying locked in, some other things that I've done is I actually went down to Anaheim to see a show, and just seeing the athletes on stage, that motivated me, being in that environment again. I also picked out a suit, which I'm really excited about. I'll show you footage from that in a second. I also went to the NPC Arizona workshop, which was fabulous. Posing with pros, getting their feedback. I was like, I cannot believe this event is free. Like, I'm up here, like Amy Delgado, Jordan Brandon, like they had just competed in the Arnold, and here they were helping me with my posing. That was really, really cool. So this prep, I am struggling with the posing. I am working on it. Typically, posing comes to me more naturally. Definitely not my first prep, like not at all. But I think for me, coming off doing wellness, bikini posing is a little bit different. My physique is different. So the adjustment hasn't been as seamless as I wanted it to be, but it's definitely something that I am working on. So without further ado, let's get into some footage. So this was the Muscle Contest Gold Coast Classic. It was a bit of a smaller show, but that's normal earlier in the year since most people don't like to be in prep over the holidays. I myself completely relate to that. So anyways, I love seeing the fit model division on stage for the first time. Now, since Toxic was there, I was able to see some suits and even tried some on. So I knew I didn't want to do purple again. I had done that for every other show and just wanted to mix it up. So the colors that stood out to me were turquoise, teal, and even red, which surprised me because other than Clipper Games, I typically don't wear a lot of red. I mean, I actually love maroon, but with the tan, it would just blend in. So I sent pics to some people in my family and everyone liked the red. But when I tried it on, I saw that the blue just seemed to pop more. So going back to the show, I loved being in that atmosphere again. And it was just the moment where I realized I need to go all in for my prep. And one of my favorite moments from the show was watching this pastor pose to Donnie McClurkin. If you know, you know. And he was there to celebrate his weight loss journey. So I loved watching that. And this was the overall bikini winner. As soon as she came out during prelims, I had a feeling she was going to win based on her tie-ins and overall stage presence. So shortly after that show, I took a quick trip home to Phoenix for the NPC Arizona workshop. They were recommending rideshare, so it being right down the street, I got a ride from my mom, so we are on our way. This workshop was everything. Just look at that panel. Whitney Jones, Sandy Williamson, Ashley Kay, Andrea Shaw, and Amy Delgado. They also had a lot of fit body fusion athletes, and Jordan Brandon gave this really great speech about mindset. It was phenomenal. And for me, the best part of this workshop was posing with the pros. So during that part, they split up athletes by division, and Bikini was over next to Fit Model. Ashley Kay actually flew in to help out with Fit Model, and for Bikini, we had Amy, Adair, and Jordan. They were all really sweet and gave really solid feedback. So here is Jordan working with me.
Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to step into that back pose. And I have no change here. Everything looks fantastic.
And it was really cool that I made the cut in Amy's Instagram reel. Amy and her husband, Christian, they were so kind. And of course, after the workshop, I hit the gym with some elevated motivation. Good morning. I'm heading to the gym, meeting my trainer for the first time during this prep, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh my God, you look nuts, Kelly. I got fucking chills, dude.
Really? That is Coach Bailey kicking off the session with some positivity as always. And she is just as talented and passionate as a coach as she is an athlete. She's competed in bikini and wellness. I've been to the show where she won the overall. We both have Arizona roots and are living in LA, so it's just the perfect match. So in this session, we worked glutes pretty hard and finished up with some posing. Then I wrapped it up with some steady state cardio. So that went really, really well. I am so excited. My coach kept saying, I'm so proud of you. So having those positive affirmations is everything. So I know that she told me she just wants me to go through my meals today on top of a refeed, which I'm extremely excited about. Check-ins are tomorrow, but she said that she is going to increase food more as we get closer to showtime, and maybe make some adjustments with cardio. So I'm very happy. I'm so glad that I got to see my coach in person, and I'm just so excited for show day. I am getting a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm also extremely excited. This is the leanest I have ever been in my entire bodybuilding journey, and I'm just so excited. Look what came in the mail. So here I am opening this up for the first time. Oh my goodness, she is absolutely gorgeous. Everything I wanted and more. I really like how the colors came out. I was a little nervous that I went a little bit lighter than I expected, but it really does have like an icy effect. Since I usually do purple, I'm just really glad that I went in a different direction, but some of the crystals do give off some of that purple. So I didn't let it go exactly, but I know that when we were doing the call, she had threw in some darker stones, and I didn't really like that. So here she is, so excited, and I'm gonna try her on. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. So this is what I did a little bit differently. So this top, again, this is not sponsored, you guys. One day, you know, gotta manifest some things, but I did a few things differently. So when I first went with Toxic, I did like a small top. I think I got a small or a medium. This one is actually an XL, and I got the padding, and I thought it would be too big, but I noticed that like my chesticles are a little bit wider, so I definitely didn't want as much side boob as I did before, and I went with the extra high bottoms. I know that looks really good for the suits. I was trying to see what the Olympians were doing, and I just really like having more of that so you can see a little bit more glutes. So Sammy Joe did wonderful helping me out, trying to figure out what happened when it came to connectors and stuff like that. Whatever she recommended, I was like, hey, let's just go with it. And not gonna lie, so I went to a Clippers game last night as a fan. I didn't work the game, but I went as a fan, and there was a group that performed, and they had these red like sequins costumes, and I was like, oh, I love how that red looks. But I had to be reminded that red didn't exactly pop on me the way that blue does, but I am loving this. It's a new era, so this is absolutely beautiful. It fits like a glove, and my gosh, I love this suit. So I'm excited that it got here early. I can start practicing posing in it. I'm not opposed to my backup suit, so we're just in a blue era right now. So I have like the darker blue, that royal blue that I've been sending in my check-in photos with, and now I have this turquoise that I absolutely love. Fits like a glove. Toxic, they never let me down. Again, you guys, not sponsored, but they are the suit company that they just get it right every single time. So first impression, I'm absolutely in love with it, and it just makes me so excited. Perfect timing being 4 weeks out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited. I am slightly nervous, but I think that the excitement is really driving me, especially thinking about the show when my family is going to be there. I really can't wait to see them, and it's just staying focused, staying disciplined, and just continuing to ride this thing out. So that wraps up this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.